Okay, and we're back again. All right, so you can see that the image has now loaded. I'm going to click to place, and I'm going to make sure that it goes. You can see it went away. Up here on the top, there's a background and foreground. I'm make sure I pull it to the foreground, and you can see the image size. So this is why it took so long. The width is now 133 feet, so that's pretty large. So I'm going to go ahead and change that to, let's go 6 feet. All right, and bring that down. So now I just have an image here. So that's just importing an image directly into a view. So you can import images into sections, elevations, floor plans, but you'll see that when I go to my 3D view, that image does not show up. All right, so an image is just, it's like an annotation and it's view specific. So it's only going to be visible in that view and that view only. So if I wanted to do something like a piece of artwork in a 3D sense or something that would render, we'll talk about rendering later, but for that, I would want to use a decal. So I'm gonna go to, it's on the right insert tab, decal. I'm gonna place decal. So I haven't made one yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and click create new decal. I will give it a name, and then I'm going to link this and see if it takes as long. Hopefully it doesn't take as long as to load. Um, so I can see my image. I have a brightness here. You can adjust the brightness of that image or if it has any type of reflectivity or transparency. And the reflectivity, maybe it's mounted or the image is going to be on a brushed aluminum or something as opposed to an acrylic. So you have options there. We have a high gloss. You can also have it illuminated. So this is something that you could use if it was a TV, if you're putting a decal on a TV for a render or a computer monitor screen or something like that. Um, and then I would go ahead, the bump is going to be related to a pattern, which we don't have on this one. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK, and then I'm going to click to place that. All right, so this one's kind of the very easy to adjust as far as the size goes. It's also up here if I want to type it in if it's a clean 5 foot wide. I do have the proportions locked, so it's going to be locked relative to the set size of the image. But if I go to my 3D view, you'll see that then shows up in the 3D view under my realistic. And this is going to show up in all views. Okay, so the image is going to be view specific. And you'll notice that, here in the hidden line, we don't see the decal. We're only going to see the decal under our realistic view. All right, so this image 2D specific decal can be used in 3D views and in renderings.